Alright guys, so just came out of the theater, just came out of watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This is the new Planet of the Apes movie, continuing the story that was left off at the end of the Caesar Planet of the Apes trilogy. Now, I'll be honest, okay? Here's kind of my history with the Planet of the Apes movies. I don't like a single one of them. Okay? The original films, I've never liked them. Tim Burton's remake, absolutely do not like it. However, and I'll be honest, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, when it came out, I didn't like it. Now, I have rewatched it, and, it has gotten better for me, especially how well it fits in with the other two installments that came afterwards. But like that trilogy with following Caesar's journey from Rise, Dawn, and War for the Planet of the Apes, it was phenomenal. It was really great to watch. So like I said, I love that trilogy of Planet of the Apes movies. And I'll be honest, when it was announced that there was going to be a new film that was continuing that story, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, especially since it was Wes Ball, who has made films in the past that I have not been particularly a fan of. I mean, I'll be honest. The Maze Runner movies I thought were absolute garbage, but he was set to direct this new film. And what do I think of this movie? I love it. I think it's phenomenal. I'd have to see it again to see where exactly it ranks for me as far as the four films, but I think it might be my second favorite behind War. I think I like this better than Dawn, and I definitely liked it more than Rise. But I don't know if the fact that I'm even saying that I am thinking about liking it more than War for the Planet of the Apes should be a sign of wow, of just how blown away I am. Visually, the film looks phenomenal. From a visual effects standpoint, they have nailed this CGI. It looks so... It's crazy how real these apes look, despite the fact that they are CGI, But again, I felt, and the thing that I loved about this one, just like Dawn and just like War, I think my issue with Rise was that I didn't feel like Rise of the Planet of the Apes was as focused on the apes, and we focused more on we focused on Caesar, but not as much as we focused on James Franco and all those humans. That's I guess for me that was my issue with Rise. That's always kind of been my issue with Rise. Dawn and War, I've always felt like, okay, we're following the apes, and that was my favorite part of those two films. This movie is heavily focused on the apes, and it makes sense to where the last movie left off, and that the fact that this takes place hundreds of years after the events of War for the Planet of the Apes. The apes have taken over, and like I said, from a visual standpoint, I loved it, and even from a character's perspective, I loved the characters. Noah, I think, is a really interesting character. There's a lot of depth to him. He's not just a one-dimensional character who's now he's going to be the next leader of the franchise, but he actually has a lot of depth to him. There's a lot with this character. There's a lot of emotion and thought that goes in, that's connected with this character. And he's the one that definitely feels the most human. He's got all the human emotions. At least from my perspective, I felt like that's what was so great about him. I loved the action in the film was great. My only complaint with the movie is that I do feel like the movie's too long. The movie clocks in at around 2 hours and 25 minutes. And you can feel it. In some parts of the movie, you can really feel it. You can tell that, okay, the movie should end here, but it just keeps going, But I'll tell you one thing. Without spoilers, the way this movie ends, there are so many different directions that they can go. Should they choose to make 2 more movies? Should they choose to make this a trilogy? Like, Westball has said that this was going to start a new trilogy of films. If that's the case, sign me up. Because, again, no spoilers, but the way this movie ends, I want to see the next chapter. I want to see what happens next. And, again, that goes to a credit of this movie. Again, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's fantastic. It might just end up in my top 5, maybe top 2 films of the year. I don't know. Definitely top 5, though. And I think, so far, we've had 2 movies in the summer. We've had Fall Guy, and we've had Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Having these 2 movies basically kick off the summer movie season. This is so far shaping up to be a really great summer movie season. Just leaving it at that. So that will do it for this Out of the Theater reaction, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.